Hola Bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic. I am Magic Mel and this is Owl, my spirit guide. So I'm quite enjoying these episodes where I build a story upon 6 cards that I pull right in front of you. And again, I felt inspired to tell another story, a new story today. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we will uncover it as we go along. Oh, by the way, I have some new paintings I wanted to show you. This one right here and the one behind. As you know, or maybe you don't know, but my background is actually the visual arts, so I'm a painter by heart, and I guess just together with this new me, who's Magic Mel, I'm rediscovering my painting style, and actually I find those two, the hand one also is coming along, are heading in the right direction. I'm going to call myself the painter of the numinous and luminous. Bueno, I'll show you more in the next episode. So, I already called in my spirit team, and let's see. I'm using the Light Seers deck. Let's see what story needs to be told today. Venga? So, how does our story start? What is the story that needs to be told to you, my viewer, and to anyone who's watching? Thank you. Vamos a ver. First card, let's see. Last two readings were very deep, but hopeful. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Oh, I know this card, and you may know this card too. The Five of Cups in the reverse. It came out in the reverse. Let's look at it first upright. Let's come a bit closer here. So, the Five of Cups. Again, I love this deck because the illustrations are so evocative, and as a visual artist, you know, image speak 1,000 words. It helps me to develop the story. So voila, the Five of Cups. In the upright, we see a girl who looks jaded or defeated or sad, and with her dipping her toe into one of the 5 cups. Yeah, one of the 5 cups. And she seems to be spilling this sand. No, actually, it looks more like an energy stream that comes from her dress. No, it joins the cup and flows into this abyss. To me, it looks like she lost her life energy, her prana. To me, this golden stream looks like prana, no, life energy. And there's a sense of apathy or dejection, a rejective feeling here. So she's like, oh well, I might as well pour this cup down there because it's gonna sink anyway. Kind of cynicism, that's the right word. Cynical, jaded attitude is what I'm getting from here. You see the other 3 cups on the hill that look like they've already been poured into this abyss. What is happening? However, if you really look closely behind her, there is a full cup with beautiful colors, rainbow colors. So there is 1 cup that she doesn't seem to be aware of, the 6th cup. Now, this came up in the upright, meaning, to me, again, there's a glimmer of hope here because we're coming out of this jadedness, out of this apathy, out of this state where I'm gonna talk to you directly, out of this state where you felt like it was futile. You had given a whole lot of cups, but they just ended up in the abyss. You had given a whole lot of your energy, but they just sank. The energy just went nowhere. And it looks like you were depleted because you are the holder of the cups. You're the queen of cups, no? The cup is the, in the tarot, it's the the deck of emotions, of fulfillment, of love. So you're coming out of this state because it's in the reverse. Now, that is to me a hopeful sign. So that's how our story starts. What helped you to get out of this? No, wait, 1 second. What made you lose faith? What happened here? What happened to you? Thank you so much. What made you feel so dejected and so hopeless to begin with? Let's uncover the story a bit more. Why did you feel like your love was given in vain? ¿Qué pasó? Okay, one more. What happened? 6 of Swords in the reverse. Ooh. Now, the 6 of Swords, you see a girl on a journey, on a boat with her baggage. It looks quite stormy, the sea. 3 crows in the back and 3 crows pulling the boat. Something was left behind here. That's why the 3 crows in the background. And something is pushing her forward into calmer waters, perhaps, towards another shore. However, this came out in the reverse. Perhaps you've been struggling to arrive at calmer waters. Perhaps you've been caught between the past and your wish for a new beginning, your wish for calmer waters. There's this back and forth energy, almost like a stalemate. It looks like you actually want to make this boat go upright. You want to move on, you want to move forward, but something is keeping you stuck. What is happening? What is it that is keeping you stuck? Why are you not able to move on? Thank you so much. Why are you not able to move on? What is keeping you stuck? I've got 2 cards here. As you know, I pull 6 cards, so I'm going to take them and trust that the right sequence of events will be unfolded here. So, why are you not able to move on from a situation that left you depleted? Okay, we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Let's look at it in upright first so I understand. 7 of Wands, you see a lady super zenning out on this cushion. Looking actually pretty serene. Well, maybe not serene. Almost like in a defensive stance, actually, because she's turning away from these 7 wands that are pointing towards her. She is in a crystal ball, so she is protected. And her solar plexus is on fire. It's shining very strong just underneath her chest. So she's definitely in a good energetic space. She's in her strength. And she is warding off these 7 wands because she is protected in this crystal ball. However, in the reverse, it looks to me like you've been trying very hard to remain centered, to protect your energy, to nourish yourself, because here she is creating her own sacred space. Realizing that she's the one who's actually in charge of her energy, in charge of her destiny, in charge of her reality. But it's been hard. It's been difficult because these 7 wands, whatever these are, other people's expectations, cultural expectations, maybe patterns that you've been trying to rewire, but are still are still surfacing, are still tempting you. So you've been having a really hard time protecting your space, guarding your energy, and staying aligned and centered and in touch with your core. You've been practicing, you've been doing all kinds of practices, you've been taking care, you've been doing the work, but it has been difficult. And that is what perhaps is not keeping you stuck, but is making this forward movement, this moving on, challenging. Vale? However, remember that our first card was the Five of Cups in the reverse. So you are, regardless, coming out of the stuckness, out of this depleted mode. So our stories are always ending on a high note, remember. Those are 3 cards. We have our first 3 cards. Let's see what the 4th card is. It's all mirror reverse, so I'm getting confused. There you go. So what is the 4th card? 8 of Wands in the reverse. A lot of reverse. So reverse cards, I read them not as something negative, but more like a challenge, more something that's challenging. Now you've got those wands again, those colorful wands. And the 8 of Wands is a card of communication. It means, I see it as this energy of harnessing your inner power and communicating a truth. However, I'm speaking to you here. In the reverse, it feels like you've been waiting on some communication, some very important communication that would get you out of this stuckness and that would help you feel less challenged, let's put it that way, and create clarity. I feel that actually here you have done your work, but there's some element missing, some external element missing that needs to happen, this communication that needs to happen so that you really can move on. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Upright, it feels like this message would, yes, bring clarity, vitality also. Look at the colors in here. They are magnetic, full of vibrancy. There you go. And coming together, these wands are creating a spark. They're creating, fire is the element of passion, no? Of power, of our willpower also. So perhaps your own willpower has been challenged because some communication has been missing. Guys, it's the 4th card. Cuatro. Let's see what the next 2 cards are. We have 2 more cards. What are you hoping? Let's clarify actually the 8 of Wands. What are you hoping this up to now not communicated message would bring you? What are you hoping for? Thank you so much. What are you hoping for? What would, in the end, help you get out of the 6 of Swords, help you move to another shore, to calmer waters, and would actually nourish you and strengthen you and help you forward on your path and leave the past where it belongs, in the past? What would help you? What kind of communication would help you? What would liberate you? I feel this is a lot about, has to do with some sense of inner liberation. What is needed here? Thank you so much. Okay. Wow. Guys, 5th card. The Tower. Now, this is Major Arcana. The Tower is Major Arcana. And look at this. There is maybe a tree trunk or the squirrel's tree is being blasted apart. Literally, look at all these nuggets, hazelnuts. All of his harvest is flaming up. And the little creature is like, oh my God, what is happening? It came out of nowhere. It looks like he's been caught off guard, this little squirrel. And he's watching how all of his accumulated, I think think hamsters do the same, no? And these creatures, they're very wise. They prepare for hard times, and they in the summer gather all these nuts and prepare for the winter. But it looks like he's been doing the work, but nevertheless, lightning has struck and has completely destroyed his foundation. So let's pull it back to our story. You've been feeling stuck because of this missing communication. That's why it was in the reverse. And you really need something, a major shift to happen. You're actually asking probably the divine intervention. You need something dramatic to happen to get the energy moving again, because somehow you are stuck still in this cycle. You haven't been able to completely release something, and it's been holding you back. You know this metaphor where when we flow with the stream of life, we go downstream, but sometimes we have aspects of ourselves that hold us back. So there's kind of anchoring us back. So no matter how fast you're paddling, because you still have the anchor there, you're not moving anywhere. That's a little bit the energy I'm getting from this Six of Swords in the reverse. You're doing everything possible to move on. You're trying to nourish yourself. You have the tools, you're putting in the work with daily rituals, but still, because of this missing clarity, this missing communication, you're a little bit stuck still, and you literally need the metaphorical tower to come crashing down so that something completely new can be built. It seems like actually the foundation here is not only up to you. This now I feel again has to do with some connection, a special connection. So it feels like from your part, you've done your inner work. You are warding off with the Seven of Wands in reverse, temptation. You know, you can discern in your own psyche, in your own self, those voices that no longer serve you, that are actually coming from fear, that those voices from your past that were maybe there to protect you, because let's remember that our defense mechanisms are actually serve their purpose in the past when we were younger and didn't know, when everything was about survival. But as we grow older, those defense mechanisms, those voices, they don't serve us anymore and actually grow into so-called monsters, a big shadow that we need to illuminate with our awareness so that we can move on. So you have done the work. You are aware of temptation in your own self, things that hold you back, beliefs that hold you back, limiting beliefs. However, this entire situation, you coming out of the Five of Cups, doesn't seem to depend solely on you. It depends on some vital missing communication that needs to come in. You need this tower to crack, to fall down, because you are so not starving, you're so wishing and manifesting a new foundation, a new beginning. So, wow, what is this last card, guys? Let's see how the story for today ends. Our next question: let's be more specific. What would this tower moment, this paradigm shift, this insight, this lightning, what would it bring you? What would it bring you? Thank you so much. Last card. What would this tower moment bring you? What are you hoping this tower moment would bring you? What is your heart's desire? What is your heart's desire after this tower moment? What do you truly want? Let's see. Okay, I heard the card, but it flew somewhere. I did hear it, guys. 1 second. I did hear a card fall. Un momento. Alright guys, please help me find the card. Missing card. Oh! I got it! 9 of Pentacles. This is you. This is actually you. Look at you in the white robe and with an owl on top. You're wishing for fulfillment. You're hoping that this Tower moment will bring you the satisfaction, the fulfillment, the abundance that you have been trying to manifest all this time. That's why this Tower moment is needed. That's why the clarification. That's why this incoming message needs to come. The pending message needs to come. You want to fully be in the 9 of Pentacles, in this energy of satisfaction and achievement. You have done the work. You know that it requires work and trust and belief. And you are hoping that by continuing to trust yourself and the universe, by surrendering to the universe, that the necessary Tower moment will arrive and that clarity will arrive on your shores. And that clarity will help you come out of the limbo-ness of the 6 of Swords in reverse and will vindicate the 5 of Cups. That's why it was in the reverse, because it is happening, it is coming, this moment of satisfaction, fulfillment. Okay? Again, what a beautiful story. Let's backtrack a little bit, okay? Just resumen. So, 5 of Cups in reverse. You've poured your love into a situation that wasn't fruitful, where you felt depleted. However, there is a remaining cup in the back. There is backup, literally, by the universe, and that maybe at that point in time you weren't able to see. So the moment has arrived. You're coming out of this. You're coming out of this. You want to move on. You've done the work. You're trusting. You're surrendering. However, the journey has been challenging. Again, you're aware that you need to watch your space. You're aware of your energy and how that energy needs to be nourished. You're aware that you create your own reality, and you've left the 7 wands of temptations, of your own old patterns, of your limiting beliefs behind. However, somehow in this journey you are connected to somebody, and you're in need of clarification, of clarity. You need some kind of insight to still arrive. That's why the 8 of Wands is in the reverse. You know that you can actually provide yourself with that clarity, but you wish that the external situation would provide you that, would add to that clarity, so that you can finally reach that Tower moment and create a whole new chapter, a whole new foundation, this time much wiser, because you've learned from the journey. You're grateful for the journey, you're grateful for the lessons, you're aware of the lessons. You want the Tower moment to happen because you've been manifesting this moment of satisfaction, this paradigm of the 9 of Pentacles, where you're in touch with your spirit guides and with your pentacles, and everything is no longer out of reach but in reach. So for me, what the story talks about is, again, have faith. I feel like the very hard times are over. I mean, things go in cycles, no? And I even feel that we should, okay, I don't want to use the word should. In my own experience, it's liberating when you reach a moment where you can thank the hardships, you can thank the depression you've gone through, you can thank those who've hurt you, because if it weren't for those situations, those circumstances, you wouldn't be right here, right now, with all your wisdom and all your light and all your gifts to share. So it's been worth it. My feeling is also from this little story that yes, it would be nice to have this message that depends on another person communicating. It would be nice to receive that message, but remember, you can create your own clarity within. Everything starts from within ourselves. The energy we embody, the things we manifest, it starts from us, from within us. So how about you create that clarity within you first and really clarify for yourself, what is it that your heart still desires? Remember, from the first card, you might have felt depleted, you might have felt like you've been pouring out or over giving your love, but there's still that hope. There was still that one cup behind you, so the dream inside you is still there. So how about harnessing your wisdom, harnessing your powers, harnessing your tools? Yes, creating that safe space, but also, yes, forgiving and telling that new story to yourself first. Telling that new story, because that's part of manifestation. Thinking the thoughts that make you feel hopeful, and nourished and energized, and that bring clarity to yourself. You can do it for yourself. And who knows? I bet you that if you do it for yourself, that communication, that clarity that you've created within you will bring in the outer clarification, the outer message that you have felt was still pending. And that will create your moment of satisfaction. Remember, Ashley, that it's up to you to create this state of well-being, of prosperity for yourself now first. It's this law of manifestation. Also, we bring in what we already are. So if you already create the state of abundance within yourself, you will attract it. Same with the message. If you create the clarity within your heart first, you will attract the outer clarity. That is, I feel, what this message is trying to tell you. And again, remember, the first card was in reverse. There is hope. There's always hope. Things always work out for the best for us, for the better. Although we might not see it in the moment because our limited human perception is not able to see 360 all the time. Trust that you're being guided and supported, and trust that in divine timing, the clarity, the outer clarity that you're yearning for will arrive. Vale? So let's leave it at that. That was a long story. Let's leave it at that. Today is the 12th of July. I wish you, I wish that you have the trust and the faith in yourself that you can actually provide everything that you long for yourself. And I'm not saying that in a sense of isolating yourself from other people and not stating your needs, no, but it means it includes the courage to reach out, to state your needs, to set your boundaries. But remember, it all comes from within, from your own sense of self-worth. That's what I meant with that you can provide, you can connect to your own source. You can create those 9 of Pentacles from within and attract them from the outside. Vale? So I wish you that you tap into this internal faith and anchoring in your heart and in your capability and in your inner wisdom that's always there. You just need to listen. Vale? The 9 of Pentacles is in reach. Just go and get it now for yourself. Vale? Okay. I'm Magic Mel. My channel is Mel's Magic. If you like these videos, please hit the like button. I do appreciate if you're so inclined to give a donation. It helps my channel to stay alive, for me to create these videos and to share more of my stories. And do share with friends and family. I'm always also happy to hear from you. You can leave a comment if you have anything, if anything resonates. And remember that my channel has season 1, 2, and 3 already. You might want to check out one of the past videos. They're timeless in their message, and something might resonate, some message might resonate and perhaps lead you to some clarity. Okay, so lots of love from me and Owl. Nos vemos pronto. Ciao.